Hey, what's up guys, CrunchyCookietalk here and welcome on back to a brand new video, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing a crate key that I finally am going to go back and do. This is the final crate key I'm ever going to be doing ever again, unless Minecraft decides to update their game and break my commands. This is actually the most optimal crate system out here that I've just made, so yeah, let's get right into the actual tutorial. So to start this video off, I'm actually just going to showcase the actual crate itself, and it's actually super simple. So I have a nether star. Now this nether star has a data of 100. It can be whatever you guys want. It could be 10, it could be 5, it could be 3. It just can't be, I think, 1 or 0. I don't know, it can't be either of those because that is the default nether star. Now, certain items are able to be used in this. Like, I think you can use books. You might get away with using tripwire hooks, but nether stars seems to be fine. You can use any data tag you want with it, and you know, nether stars just look really nice. So I just decided to use that. So yeah. So if I open this crate right here, it will do a whole like ding. It will do a whole jingle, like a little like play sound. It will then remove the chest with bedrock, then it will replace the chest with a chest again, and it will grant me my reward and it will let everyone know in the chat that I have the reward. So if I do this, it'll say Crunchy Cookie opened a crate and got bread. I can do that again, it gives me bread again. Do that again, got bread. Do that again, I got bread, and apple. So I only have 2 of these. That's the bare minimum. So the minimum commands is 14 for this. You can add actually an extra command in there for fireworks if you want to be extra cool. So minimum 14. If you want extra, you know, flair, 15 commands. But I know a lot of people, they're probably going to want more than 14 commands, because they're going to want a ton of items in their crate system. And it's easily changeable and editable, if that's even a word. Yeah, let's just get right into the actual tutorial. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set up something similar to this, where you're going to have a trap chest. It doesn't matter which way you're facing. You might want to test stuff out where your chest is facing. So if I grab out a map real quick, the direction my chest is facing is it is facing west. It's facing west because when you're looking up on a map, that's north, east, south, and then that's west. So my chest is facing west, and that will come in handy when we go through these commands later down the line. You're also going to want to get a command for the nether star, just /give IP nether star 64 100, and it depends on what your item is actually. So if it's a book, then you do 64 or 100 for a book, or like whatever it is you want to do. Now you obviously don't have to do a date of 100, but you can choose that, whatever number you need. Just can't be 0 or 1, I'm pretty sure. Now for this command under here, it's actually very simple. It's basically a execute as @p has item, and then there's a nether star data 100, and this is basically testing for if the player that's closest to this chest, or closest to this command block actually, has a nether star and has the data of 100, and if they do, they will be granted the tag crate open. Now this tag is what actually activates everything. In the past I've used like redstone lamps and basically tested if the redstone lamp was on. That is completely gone. I've figured out that you can literally just place a command there and it does the job, so it's actually great. And now after that command, we head into the actual main system. And the first command is going to be a repeating always active command, 0 ticks. Then we're going to do an execute command, which is basically just testing for if you have the tag crate open, the coordinates of the chest. So the coordinates of the chest for me would be 3075165, and then a radius of 8, which is the minimum radius for the distance. So for me to open this chest, it's a radius of 8. so I can open that chest. Now then we're gonna make the thing, make it play the sound random.orb. Then it's gonna be a chain unconditional always active 0 ticks, and it's the same command except we're changing the final thing, and we're doing /set block, the coordinates of where your chest is, and then bedrock. Then we're gonna do that again, and now we're gonna do the trapped chest, and this time it'll be cranial direction. Now, as I said, I mentioned my chest was pointing west. You have to figure out which direction your chest is facing, as you can just pull out a map, and wherever your character's looking, so if my character's looking up, that is north. This is east, south, and that's west. That's how you figure out where your chest is facing, and you gotta slot that in right here in the command, and boom. The start of the command is the same. It's going to be the same for most of these commands. Once again, it's the same, but we're clearing the nether star. Now, this is very important. You will want to edit this, whatever your item is. So for me, it's my nether star, and it's 100 for the data, and then 1. We do not want it to be just removing the data 100 and not have 1 there. Because if you don't have the 1 there, it'll just clear all the nether stars in your inventory. I'll show this for example. So if I get rid of that, it'll clear all the nether stars in my inventory, and I won't have any more. So that is a great thing to know. And finally, this is the last command. You're actually going to have to set up a scoreboard. Now this is very easy to set up, and it doesn't take that long. You just have to do /scoreboard, objectives, add, and then whatever you want to call it. You can call it crates, you can call it common crates, you can call it uncommon crates. Whatever your crates are, or if you want it to be called, you can call it that. Simple as. And then you're going to want to do this command. Same thing at the very beginning, it's just testing you if you have the crate open, and then the coordinates, and a radius. Now we're doing /scoreboard players, random @s, crate 2, whatever your scoreboard is called, and then numbers 1 and 2. Now this is very important. The amount of items that you have in your crate, you're going to want to put these numbers in. And that's how you're going to do it. If you want to increase or like make it so that a certain item in your crates is harder to get, you can make it a 1 out of 100, and I'll actually show you an example here. So if I do 1 out of 100 right there, and now we're going to get into these commands, and I'll show you what I mean by this. So if I enter into these commands, /execute @a tag equals crate open, and now we get into adding the scores. So you have all your coordinates, your radius. Now we add scores, crate 2 equals 1. Now, I'm actually going to change this. Actually, no, I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to explain it because it's going to take way too long. Basically, if I had that 100 in there, what I would do is do this. So, it would say equals 1, right? It says equals 1 right there, up there. I would have to get rid of, I would have to add 2 dots to it, and then 50. So you add those 2 dots and 50. That increases your odds or makes it harder for you to get certain items. Now, for the bread, you could just add another extra 10 onto there, because that will change it from a 50-50. Because if I just added 1 to 50 and then 51 to 100, that would still be 50-50. But if I do 1 to 60, then it will be a 60 to 40% chance, so it'll be way different. It'll be a 10% difference. So that's how that would work. And basically this is going to be a tell raw command. Now I'm actually going to change it real quick, because this is meant to tell everyone in the chat. So you change it from an @s to an @a, but you can just like copy this down and change certain things like the tag or the scoreboard. It's as simple as. And you can also change the text, because I said opened a crate and got bread. Obviously you can change the colors, stuff like that. It's all customizable, super nice. And now we have a chain unconditional always active. Also, that was a repeating unconditional always active command. This is going to be /execute. It's the same thing, same scoreboard, everything, except we're giving the player bread. We're going to give him bread 1, whatever your thing is. If you want custom items, like enchanted items and stuff, you're gonna have to do a structure for that. I'm not gonna get into that because it's a lot more deeper than that. But if you want simple items, like, oh, it gives you a diamond, it gives you a apple, it gives you like a diamond sword, you can do the /give command. But if you want more complex things, I'd suggest you do a structure command, and I'd actually suggest you watch the how to give custom items tutorial that I made. It basically explains how you give players custom items using the structure command. It's a very good tutorial and it's very fast to do. It's only like 2 minutes long. And now after that command, it is this command, which is removing the scoreboard. So scoreboard players set as crate2 0, and that removes your scoreboard and it resets you. And finally, the last one is chain conditional always active, and it basically just removes your tag. So when this command activates, it removes your tag. And guys, that is it. That is basically it, because the next command is just copy and paste, changing numbers, changing some text around. It's just simple stuff. You can just I changed it from giving you a bread to giving you an apple. I changed the text to saying apple, you got an apple. I changed the score to 2, score to 2, and then yeah, simple. This top command will always be the same. You don't have to do anything about it. There's no scoreboards that you need to add in this command. It's just if that player on that crate has the tag crate open, it will remove the crate open. Simple as, and it does it super fast. It's literally in an instant. You get your item, boom, got bread, cool. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap up the tutorial. I was planning on doing this for a while, and then I saw someone in my Discord that was having troubles with the crates, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a tutorial on it because I can't be bothered to explain all the nitpickies and stuff like that. So I'd rather just make a tutorial for the wider audience. And also, thank you so much on the support on that video that I made with the 3 new music discs. It actually blew up. I'm pretty sure I've already said this in a previous video, but it was crazy. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I can take you high.